Do we believe in destiny? Is our map charted out for us ahead of us when we're little?
I think so, Christine. I mean, for me, I believe in destiny, I think partly to kind of like to cope with disappointment in life. So there have been many occasions when I've really wanted something and it didn't happen. I think, oh, it was meant to be. And because something else is supposed to happen.
Retrospective destiny.
Yeah, exactly. So for me, it's like cope with disappointment. But I genuinely believe in destiny. And I think it was when I adopted my daughter, up until that point, it was a bit airy-fairy, you know. But when I had my first IVF and I was very lucky I got my son. 2 years later, I tried again and it failed. And I remember there and then thinking, that's it, no more IVF for me. I've done one, I'm lucky. I phoned up my local authority and we went on an 18-month process to adopt a little baby girl from an orphanage in Karachi in Pakistan. Thank you. And the thing is that I had never seen this little baby girl. I remember we got approved. I went to Karachi by myself. Steve and Zach had to stay here. And I went to the orphanage. They said, we'll call you when a baby arrives. 6 days later, I get a phone call saying a baby was abandoned last night. Oh. Come and get her. Oh. So I was like, oh, wow,
just gives me goosebumps.
And I remember sitting in the car and, you know, if any of you don't know Pakistan, there's camels in the way, there's carts, and I'm like, am I ever going to get to this orphanage? And I got there and I sat there and then it felt like ages and a woman came in with a pink blanket and she put this baby in my arms. Oh. And I'm not kidding you when I say the electricity. It was just, I was like, this is my little baby. Never set eyes on her before. Oh. Took her straight to the hospital. That's little Amara now.
Not so little anymore.
Took her straight to the hospital and they told me afterwards, if you'd brought her in an hour later, she would have died of brain damage.
Oh, God.
But you see, what I think is amazing about that is that if your second round of IVF had worked...
Exactly.
You would never have taken that journey and she would never have had you as a mum. In fact, as they just said there, she might actually have died. But because of what happened to you with the IVF and everything, your paths met. And maybe they were always meant to. I
just feel she was always meant to be my child. It didn't matter. She was born for me because the way she is and I am with her. And you would never know that I wasn't her biological mum. Yeah. But that for me, that is destiny. And yeah, I absolutely do believe it. Yeah. What about you, Anne?